Good morning, good morning, good morning. As always, I hope that the week went well for you, and I hope that the weekend was even better. But now this morning, the point that I want to talk about is one that primarily applies to the brothers, the young men, the older men, and all in between. Okay? So now, the question that I have is one that I've been pondering ever since something happened last week. Something very nice, special, momentous, I should say. The question is, how do you respond when others have something spectacular to happen for them? Maybe they reach a long time goal that they've had. Maybe something that they've been working on for an extended period of time finally comes to fruition. How do you respond? But why is that important? Well, the way that you respond gives you clear indication of the progression that you've made as far as manhood is concerned. So it shouldn't be any surprise that that's the direction that we're going in, because that is what this particular channel is all about. Now, of course, there are times when we discuss things that apply to our sisters, but this morning we are primarily concerned with the responses of the brothers. So how do you respond? Maybe it's a close family member, maybe it's a long time friend. When something happens for them, when they achieve something special, how do you respond? And that's an important question to ask yourself, because every day, and even sometimes in our immediate surroundings, we see instances of individuals reacting negatively to the success of others. We see that individuals are envious of the success of others. And so it's necessary for us to look at what our motivations are, right? What is your dominant mental attitude when it comes to things of that nature? Are you envious? Or are you genuinely happy for someone when something of this nature occurs for them? They've put in so much hard work. They've used their resources to try to bring to bear something positive. How do you feel? Well, I know you're wondering what prompted this whole situation, and I'm gonna share it with you, okay? I want you to take notice of this particular picture. So in this picture, what do you see? Well, of course, it's obvious that this is a brand new truck, a brand new transport truck, right? 18-wheeler, some of us would call it. Okay, I might be dating myself, but yeah, that's what some of us call it. This particular picture was taken from a post that my cousin made. And if you can't tell that I'm proud, then you're not looking at my face right now. Now, this is a post that he made. This is his new truck. And I was thoroughly proud of him. I really was. As a matter of fact, in the comments, I congratulated him on what he had accomplished. And so that's what many people saw in the picture. They saw a brand new truck, maybe more space to accommodate him when he's on the road, a space where he can rest when time is necessary for him to rest. But now I know you're wondering, is that all to be seen from this truck? And if you know me, you know that's not all. There's something else that you're not seeing that I want to draw your attention to. When you look at this picture, you know what you see also? Hard work. Every coat of paint, every quart of oil, every gallon of fuel, every tire that's on this particular vehicle, everything that's used to assemble this truck represents my cousin's earnest and hard work. His desire to provide for himself and his family. We are speaking at what gets to the core of what it means to be a man. What this truck represents for him is his ability to protect and to provide, and it also shows his attitude toward what he wants to do for his family in those two particular aspects, protection and provision. That's what I see. I see a man who is focused, goal-oriented, and despite the comical nature of, some of his lives, he is on task. fully committed to doing what he can to make sure that the future is wonderful for his family. And I think this particular sort of thing should be congratulated, man. We should celebrate the brothers around us who take this particular stance when it comes to manhood. We should celebrate them, because it's one thing to talk about it, but it's quite another thing to put it into action. You see, actions come with difficulty. They come with trials and tribulations. They come with things that you have to surmount in order to reach success. But that picture is proof positive that regardless of what it is you have chosen as a goal, if it's a reasonable one, you can achieve it. It may take some time. It most definitely is going to take some effort, but you can achieve it. Hats off to my cousin. And that was really the whole reason why this live is happening right now. Is because as men, we need to foster an atmosphere where we support our brothers. Now, you can see the support for individuals who are choosing to do things that might not be positive, some things that are downright illegal. And as a community, we support those things. We champion those things. We listen to the music. We wear the clothes. We're in full support of that. But what I'm asking you to do is individuals that are in and around you who are setting a positive example of how to do things the right way. Why not congratulate them? Why not celebrate them? Why not take the time to tell them that they're doing a good job? Because this kind of positive action is what's keeping society going. It's what's keeping the communities around the world going. It's what's keeping families going. Intentional men who are taking the lead and making sure that the family has everything they need. And they're doing it in a way that's very, very admirable. So that's the purpose of this live this morning. I just wanted to bring that to your attention. If your reaction to individuals achieving their goals in and around the area where you are is a negative one, then now I think it's time for you to check yourself. That's necessary. Because what it is and what it should be for you is a reassurance that the goals that you have set in life, no matter if they're long term or short term, these are goals that you can accomplish. If you're willing to give the necessary time and the effort, the same result can happen for you. You can be an individual who achieves the things that you set out to do. It's going to be hard. It's going to take some necessary work and work ethic. All of that is involved. But at the end of it, you'll be able to look back at your efforts and see that they weren't in vain. And then too, in the comments that my cousin put underneath this sparkling brand new vehicle, right? He made mention of the duration that it was going to take for him to own this particular vehicle. And I thought that was noteworthy because he's already looking to the future. He's already making plans to see good for his hard work. And I know that he'll accomplish it. As a matter of fact, personally, I'm wishing him a whole fleet of trucks because I believe in his ability to make good. I believe in his ability to achieve his goals because this is an outward show of it. And then also because this is what we push on this particular platform. This is a prime example of the ad mentality: accountability, discipline, determination. Cuz looked at this particular truck and he said, what is necessary for me to obtain it? And then he employed the necessary discipline, the necessary self-control, the necessary budgeting and hard work that was necessary to obtain that particular vehicle. And now he's determined not only to obtain it, but to own it. That's all a part of manhood. And so I think it's a wonderful example of what can happen when, as men, we are intentional and we're focused on the things that we need to be doing for ourselves, our families, and the individuals that are around us. It's a powerful example. It's one that really, I'm proud to say that that's my cousin. I really am. Because you understand that Not only is he intentional about his work ethic, but he's intentional about the work ethic of individuals around him, because he's always been supportive of this particular channel. He's always been supportive of the lives that we do. He's been supportive of the YouTube channel. So it's no wonder, because he's focused himself. And so individuals who have the proper focus, then they support those around them that they see who have a similar focus, who want to have something in life, who want to better themselves so that they can provide better for their family and for their friends and for individuals that may need them. There's absolutely nothing wrong with that particular portion of manhood. And if you ask me, that's some of the best of what it means to be a man. To be able to take your resources, your hard work, your determination, and make something happen out of nothing. That's the responsibility of a man, to build so that those around you can experience life in a more positive fashion. And so, like I mentioned, that's the thought for this morning. Being able to look at the achievements of others and be genuinely happy for them. Not looking at it to envy them, not to look at them in a way that is negative, but to see the positive and to see that in their success is the reassurance that if you put forth the same effort and resources, that you can achieve your goals as well. It's a powerful thing. It really is. So now, while I have your attention, I wanted to reiterate a couple of things. This week, we're going to start with our examination of the Moynihan Report. And the Moynihan Report focuses on the instabilities of the African American family. And so what the report does is try to break down what are the causes of some of these instabilities and what are some of the projections, the forecasts for the African American community if certain things aren't put in place. And so we're going to go into this particular report. But now I will caution you, our examination of the report will have nothing to do with left wing, right wing, back wing. We're not concerned with politics whatsoever. We're not concerned with the politics that are involved in this. What we want to know is how the report actually stacks up to the data that we have now. Was it correct? Or were there some things that were in the report that didn't materialize? That's what we're looking for. We're looking for the facts. We want to know exactly what the report was about and how it correlates to our time today. So if you're into that sort of thing, and I hope you are, then please come back and take a look as we go through the Moynihan Report chapter by chapter to see how it can benefit us. Well, as always, man, you know what we say, do something positive this week and watch it return to you in greater measure. I guarantee you that if that's something that you decide to do, you will not regret it, because it always comes back better than when you sent it out. So as always, man, you know we love you. We hope you have a good week. We hope everything turns out well for you. Peace.